What is up, guys and girls? It is vacation time, and vacation time means getting to knock out some videos and not have to worry about work. Hope everybody's doing good. Had some quite a few people over the last few weeks ask me a lot of questions about passing the various assessment exams required by the carriers. So I'm going to give you my input and my advice and my thoughts on how to help you pass that. Guys, there is not an easy way to just tell you how to pass it. There's not a Dummy's Guide 101 for it, but I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to try to help reduce your chances of failure on taking those assessment tests. So guys, hang tight, and here we go. Alright guys, welcome back. Like I said, we're going to talk assessment exams today. This isn't going to be a very long video because, like I said, there's no clear-cut, easy way to tell you. Like, I can't give you the answers. Every assessment test is different, okay? Every carrier is different. Everybody has different things. And even, some Class 3 railroads don't even have an assessment exam that you have to take when applying. With that said, the big Class 1 carriers, NS, CSX, BNSF, UP, they all have some sort of assessment test you have to do as kind of a pre-qualifier in the application process. So I'm going to give you guys some input on that, and I'm going to use BNSF and CSX as an example. I have taken both of those assessment exams and I have passed them. Also, when I was first applying to BNSF, and I didn't talk to anybody about the assessment exam. I consider myself a fairly smart guy. All right. So when it told me when I was very first applying to BNSF, I needed to take an assessment exam, I was like, okay, whatever, not a big deal. But I wasn't prepared for it. Wasn't prepared for it because aside from the reading comprehension, the math, things like that, that you would kind of find on, if you ever been in the military, it's kind of like the ASVAB. There are the common education assessment questions in there: math, reading comprehension, problem solving. And then we get to what I call the trick questions. They're trick questions, but at the same time, they're not trick questions. It's all about your perspective on how you answer these questions. And what I mean by that is, take, for example, BNSF. Their motto is every accident is preventable. That is their company motto. Every accident is preventable. And there is that question on that assessment exam. Now I'm going to tell you right now, if you answer anything besides every accident is preventable, then you will fail that exam. And there are multiple questions in there like that. There are also multiple questions like, if you are working with your coworker and you see him steal from the company, what should you do? Confront them, ignore it, tell him to go kick rocks, or go talk to your immediate supervisor. Most people would either probably ignore it, or what I feel like is the right question, or the right answer, is confront the person about it. Hey man, that's not cool. You don't need to be stealing. You have to answer these from a management perspective. And what I mean by that is, what would a manager see the right answer as? Well, in this case, inform your immediate supervisor. That's the correct answer. So here's my advice. If you are rusty on your reading comprehension, your math, and guys, I'm not talking like trigonometry. Okay, I'm talking basic addition, multiplication, division, that kind of thing. You know, if you have a train that is 1,300 tons and you set out 5 cars that weigh 450 tons, how many tons does your train now weigh? That kind of thing. So it's not overly complicated. The reading comprehension, that you know, that alone was that one was a little bit on the higher difficulty scale. And I read books all the time. I'm not saying it's impossible, but these assessments do serve a purpose. They want to see where you stand at. So here's my advice, guys. If you're rusty on your math, brush up on some math. There's a ton of free resources online. Okay? Like I said, you don't have to jump into trigonometry and all that other crazy stuff. Just brush up on the math. Get your math brain working again. You know, get used to writing out some math questions. Have a calculator next to you before you take the exam, and maybe a couple of pieces of paper, because the majority of it is, in fact, timed. On top of that, slow down. Guys, it is an assessment exam. Take your time and read the entire question. Okay? And, you know, say it out loud if you got to. These are basic test-taking skills to help you pass. You know, if you're nervous and you're a horrible test taker like I am, you know, have a couple of drinks, a water, a Gatorade, something right next to you, something that's not going to get you all amped up. You know, this is to you guys that all but mainline energy drinks. You know, maybe even have a little snack right there. Anything, something to just calm your nerves, ease the distractions so you can dedicate the time to taking that test. And then when you get to the situational assessments, like I was saying, is every accident preventable? Why, yes, sir, it is. You know, even though logically we all sit here and say, well, accidents do happen. Sometimes they're out of our control. Listen, this is the company's motto. Take that into account. When I took the CSX assessment exam, same thing, guys. You have to answer these questions how a manager would want you to respond. Even if you don't agree with it, I'm not saying you're not going to lie, but it's about your point of view and your perspective. So answer it from a management point of view, and you're going to be all right. And take your time. Guys, remember, breathe. That is the biggest thing I can tell you guys, is slow down. Don't try to beat the clock. Keep an eye on the clock, but don't try to beat it. It's not a race. Take your time. Double check and double read the questions, okay? Guys, I hope this helps. And to all of you that are out here trying to get onto the railroad, good luck. All right? It's a pretty Wild West place right now. So, ask your questions. Get educated, you know, yourself on what's going on and how things are, and know what you're getting into. I hope this helps. Thanks to everyone that's been supporting the channel and reaching out, and heck, even you guys that are stopping me at the depot and just out and about in public. You guys are amazing. I've never been used to that kind of attention before. It's a little weird, but all of you guys have been really, really cool. It's been great to meet so many new people. I can't express my thanks enough for y'all's support. So guys, stay tuned, and here we go on to the next one. Here we go.